AI is not going to replace copywriters, but copywriters who know how to use AI are going to replace copywriters who don't. And I'm not talking about using ChatGPT to create generic emails that are obviously written by AI. I'm talking about using AI as a strategic weapon to conduct deeper research, write higher converting copy, and optimize faster than any team could do alone. In this video, I'm going to show you the exact three-part system I use with my own clients to leverage AI for copywriting. From market research to actually writing the copy to reviewing and optimizing based on real data. This is the same system that's helped generate over 7 figures in sales for my own clients. So if you sell any kind of info product, whether that's coaching, courses, communities, pay attention. Here's the thing most people get wrong about AI and copywriting. They think it's just about writing faster. Like, great, I can have Claude write me 30 emails in a couple of minutes instead of hours. But that's the smallest piece of it. The real power of AI for copywriting is in 3 areas. The first one is deep market research. Understanding your customer, your competition, and your market better than anyone else. Number 2 is creating high quality copy based on proven frameworks and your specific strategy. Number 3 is reviewing your KPIs and making data-driven tweaks to improve performance. Most people skip steps 1 and 3 entirely. They just use AI to write and then wonder why it sounds terrible and doesn't convert. So let me break down each of these phases. First and most underrated way to use AI, like I said for copywriting, is research. Before you write a single word of copy, you need to deeply understand 3 things: your ideal client, your competition, and your marketplace. You might think you know your target audience and who your customers are, but AI will go way deeper than you could on your own. So how should you conduct research? First, you're going to analyze your competitors. Take your competitors' VSL, their landing page, their content, their emails, whatever you can get your hands on, and feed it into Claude or Manus. Then ask it to identify the shortcomings in their sales pitch, objections they're not addressing, reason customers might be hesitant, and gaps in their messaging. This alone will give you plenty of data to position yourself differently. You'll see what they're missing and you can fill that gap. Second, analyze your own data. If you have sales call recordings, upload those transcripts and have AI analyze why people are not converting, the beliefs they have coming into the call, where your pitch isn't clicking for them, and objections that keep coming up. Also, have it analyze why did people decide to buy, what was the tipping point, what language did they use to describe their problem. This will narrow down who your true ideal client actually is. Not who you think it is, who it actually is based on real data. And third, use other people's data if you don't have your own. If you're just starting out and don't have a ton of sales calls or testimonials, no worries. Go find your competitors' testimonials, reviews, case studies, and screenshot them, copy them, feed them into AI. Ask it to identify common pain points these customers had, what transformation they experienced, what language they used to describe their before and after. This is massive for your copy. You're able to literally speak directly to your audience's pain points and problems, pushing them to buy. Fourth, compare your stuff to competitors. Take your VSL or your landing page and your competitors and have AI do a side-by-side comparison. Ask it what your competitor is doing better, where you are specifically falling short, what are they saying that you are not. And this works for VSLs, webinars, content, emails, sales pages, anything. The point is, AI lets you conduct research at a depth and speed that would have taken a team of people weeks to do. And most of your competitors aren't doing this, so you automatically have an edge on them. Part 2 is writing high quality copy. So you've done your research, now it's time to actually write. This is where most people mess up. They just tell Claude to write an email and expect some type of magic copy. That's not how it works. If you want AI to write high quality copy that actually converts, you need to do 2 things. The first one is going to create SOPs and frameworks for it to follow. You need to train the AI on the type of writing style you want, and that style should change depending on who you're writing to. For example, if you're writing a VSL for an older demographic, maybe they're in their 40s or 50s, more skeptical, more experienced, that's going to sound very different than a VSL for a 22-year-old who just wants to make money online. The frameworks, the language, the pace, the proof elements, all are going to be different. So create SOPs that tell the AI who this is for, what the tone is, what frameworks should it follow, and what should it avoid. 2, build frameworks from what's already working. There's a few ways to do this. You can feed it your previous content that performed well, such as emails that got high open rates, VSLs that converted, ads that worked, and have it reverse engineer why they worked. Have it create a framework or template based on that so you can replicate it. Or you can just find other people's high performing content and do the same thing. Find a VSL in your niche that you know crushes it. Feed it in and ask AI to break it down, the structure, the hooks, the transitions, the offer positioning. Now you have a proven framework that you can adapt. Third, use the classics. Don't reinvent the wheel. The copywriting legends already figured this out. Eugene Schwartz, Gary Halbert, Dan Kennedy, Drew Eric Whitman, their frameworks such as ADA, PASS, the Lifeforce 8, market awareness levels, these are timeless. You can literally upload their books or teachings to AI and have it internalize those frameworks and then apply them to your specific offer. I do this all the time. I'll have AI write a VSL using Schwartz's market awareness, hitting the prospect at exactly the level of sophistication that they're at. This is how you get copy that doesn't sound like AI wrote it, because it's based on proven human psychology, not generic templates. Now you're going to review your KPIs. The third piece is optimization. Most people leave tons of money on the table at this stage. Once your copy is live, whether it's emails, a VSL, a webinar, whatever, you're going to have data. And you can use AI to analyze that data and tell you exactly what to fix. For example, upload your KPIs such as your open rates, click rates, conversion rates broken down by each email, and ask AI which subject lines are underperforming, which emails have high opens but low clicks, and that means the subject line works but the body doesn't. If you ask her which emails are getting clicks but no conversions, that means the offer or CTA needs work. It can identify patterns you might miss. If you're doing this for webinars, look at your attendance rate, stay-through rate, and conversion rate. If attendance is low, your registration page or reminder sequence needs work. If stay-through rate is low, you're losing people during the presentation. Probably the content isn't engaging enough, or you're not getting to the good stuff fast enough. If conversion is low, your offer positioning, pitch, or CTA needs work. Feed AI the data and your webinar script and have it diagnose where the problem is. For VSLs, look where people are dropping off. Most video hosting platforms show your retention graphs. People are leaving in the first 30 seconds, your hook isn't strong enough for them to actually stay. If they're leaving before the offer, you're losing them in the education section. It's probably too long or not compelling enough. And if they watch the whole thing but don't book a call, your CTA or offer positioning needs work. Upload the script plus the retention data and AI can pinpoint exactly where to focus. This is how you iterate fast. Instead of guessing, you're making data-driven decisions with AI as your analyst. Now, understand, you can't just hand everything to AI and expect it to do all the work. AI is incredibly powerful, but it still requires two things from you. Still need to ideate well. AI can conduct research, but it can't replace your ability to identify trends, spot hot topics, and stay relevant. You need to be plugged into your market, and you need to know what's happening, what people are talking about, and what's getting attention. AI can help you execute, but the best ideas, such as like the fresh angles, the contrarian takes, the timely hooks, those still come from you paying attention to what's going on. If you just have AI regurgitate the same stuff everyone else is saying, you'll blend in. You need to bring the insight. Also, you still need to review and refine. Copywriting is not just making a logical argument. It's not just features and benefits. Great copy taps into emotion. It speaks to pain points, desires, fears, dreams, and AI, as good as it is, doesn't always nail that. Sometimes it's too generic, sometimes it's too salesy, sometimes it messes up the nuance of how your specific audience actually talks. So you need to review everything. AI gets you about like 80% of the way there, but 20% of it still requires your work. To quickly recap, AI is changing copywriting forever, but it's not really about replacement, it's about leverage. So use AI for deep market research, analyze your competitors, your own data, and your customers' pain points and desires. This will help you go deeper than anyone else. The second thing is to use AI to write based on proven frameworks. So you need to create SOPs built from what's actually working and apply timeless principles from the legends. Third thing, use AI to review your KPIs and optimize it. Let it diagnose what's working, what isn't, so that you can optimize fast and make as much money as possible. Remember, AI is a tool, but you're still the strategist. And if you want help implementing this for your own business, whether it's your emails, your VSL, your webinar, or your entire funnel, I do this for clients every single day. Book a call, the link's in the description. And if you want more content like this with deeper insights, subscribe to my email newsletter. It's also in the description. It's free and I share some really good stuff on it.